Washington is saying its final goodbye to Senator Lindsey Graham. World leaders, lawmakers, and dignitaries are gathering today to honor the longtime South Carolina senator. Graham died unexpectedly earlier this month at the age of 71 after suffering an aortic dissection. And with so many high-profile leaders in town, there's more to today than just the funeral.
And we've got team coverage to help you stay ahead of all of this. Terry Hornstein is tracking the road closures and traffic impacts. But we begin with Jess Arnold live outside the Washington National Cathedral with a look at today's events. Jess, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I actually want to start at the road closures as well, because that is what is really going to impact you as you're heading out the door this morning for your morning commute. I'll step out of the way to show you that we are already seeing road closures blocks out from the National Cathedral. This is Macomb, which is a few blocks away on Wisconsin Avenue. That's where you're going to see the majority of these road closures anywhere surrounding the National Cathedral. The main road here, Wisconsin, it is a main thoroughfare for the morning commute, so just beware. I would take a longer, wider route around this if you are traveling in this area in Northwest DC this morning, as friends, family, and dignitaries get ready to gather at the National Cathedral this afternoon to honor Senator Lindsey Graham. Now, the day starts at the Capitol, where there will be a private ceremony for the senator in the rotunda at 10 a.m. Even though the public cannot attend in person, it will be live streamed. An Armed Forces body bearer team will carry Graham into the Capitol to honor his 33-year career in the Air Force. Then the U.S. Capitol Police Memorial Guard will stand guard to represent his time in the upper chamber of Congress. After that, Graham will be moved here to the National Cathedral for a 2 p.m. funeral service. We're expecting to see Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky here, reflecting Graham's foreign affairs legacy. Now, President Trump said he considered Graham to be like family, and he is scheduled to give remarks here at the service later today. Tomorrow, there will also be events in his home state of South Carolina. Now, here at the cathedral, you can expect these closures to last through to evening rush hour. So again, beware when you're heading out the door and when you're leaving work today. I would give this a wide berth around the National Cathedral. That is where we will be seeing a large amount of these road closures, and they will also be rolling as some of these dignitaries that I mentioned arrive. But to give you specifics on the closures that you can expect and how to get around them, I want to send it in now to you, Terry.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jess. So let's get right into it. First of all, as Jess mentioned this morning, things will kick off at the U.S. Capitol. So you can expect closures and high security throughout that area this morning. Now, there are also some closures near the White House that started on Monday at noon, and they will be in place until tomorrow night, just before midnight. So these are all the roadways that are closed near the White House. You can expect high security there as well, especially with some of these foreign dignitaries in town, and they will be meeting with the president as well. So that is something to keep in mind if you work or commute through the area near the White House. Now, as far as what Jess mentioned, the area where she is, well, she's on Macomb Street near Wisconsin. So Wisconsin right now is shut down, as she mentioned. There are surrounding streets that are shut down as well. So Wisconsin will be shut down till at least 6 tonight. The surrounding streets I've marked off here till at least 5 p.m., maybe even later than that. And as Jess mentioned, surrounding roads will also be shut down. Now, Massachusetts Ave, which we know is such a main thoroughfare in the district, it will remain open, but you can expect some of those rolling closures between downtown and the National Cathedral as that procession moves from the Capitol towards the National Cathedral for that 2 p.m. funeral. So if you want to avoid mass, just to not get stuck in that very large procession with all of that security, what you can do is take Connecticut, which I've marked off here for you in blue. It is to the east of Mass, but expect some heavy delays there as well, as you know, because Massachusetts, a lot of people will be heading to Connecticut, so you can expect a lot more volume and some backups on that road as well. There'll be lots of traffic out there today. Just something to keep in mind as you head out. Simone.
To your point, Terry, even that little stretch of Wisconsin, just enough to really cause you a big headache. So as Terry's talking about, plan ahead. It will pay off big time. We'll have continuing coverage of today's services throughout the day. And for the latest traffic alerts and road closures, just head to our website. We have got you covered.